Hey Gramps, what's that noise over there? That's just my new kitty cat. Here, kitty.
And hello, welcome to the corner, ladies and gentlemen, and everything else in between and all around. For starters, let's see what's in this box here. We got an instruction manual. Oh, wait, surprise me too. See? Watch, I'll stick my goofy head out here. I didn't know what was going on. I still don't know why I got two instruction manuals. A lot of sprues, a lot more than I guessed. I'm done dealing with it. Let's go ahead and boop. There we go. Got it all set up. Hit the high speed for you guys. Because this was not a slow build, but it was not a fast build either. So it was definitely one of the things I had to speed up a few times. Don't want to hit that master right there. I eventually move him out of the way, but I also knock him over eventually. If you pay attention, you'll see it. Let's see here. This was my first Zoid model. And honestly, Zoids is one of them things. You either know about Zoids, you grew up watching it a few times here and there, or you don't know about it. And what's funny is how many people you would think knows about it. Like you would think, you know, your Gundam guys, the guys who likes the big robots, mechanized robots, would know about Zoids. Because Zoids are, well, wait a minute. Let me step back a second. Got all excited. Because this is my first style video like this. So let me take a deep breath and explain to you what Zoids are. Zoids are simple, mechanized, weaponized animals. Everything. Snails, elephants, rhinos, triceratops, T-Rexes. All that stuff is mechanized and weaponized in Zoids. Then, so anyways... Now jump back to where I was talking about. And I'm sorry, guys. I have ADHD and 100 things on my mind, so you're going to have to try to keep track with me. I would try my best to keep track as we go along with this video. But, as you see me snipping out, and as I was saying, Zoids is one of those things hit or miss. It's not no happy medium. Not a lot of people either don't know about them, and I found a few that does know about them. But the few that does know about them, is the smile and the light in their eyes when you mention Zoids, because we just know we're a few. Not very many people know Zoids. They're getting more popular, especially if they stay in Hobby Lobby and this new line takes off the way it does, because I do not have a problem with this new line. I'll let my review at the end sum that part up. So let's start off with some of the info about Zoids. I was watching Zoids when I was, I don't even know. Let's see here. That's 2002 is when, it got released. And I would have been, let's see here, 12. No, I would have been 11. Sorry, guys. I would have been 11 years old when this comes out. So this was really cool to me. Zoid's models actually was a television show that got based off the models first, and then the TV show came. So it's kind of vice versa on this. It's animes or cartoons, especially from Japan. You really got to ask the question a lot of times, which came first, the cartoon or the anime? And at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. Some people enjoy the models, some people enjoy the cartoons. I like to do a little bit of both. Well, it depends, because I like the Bandai Pokemon model kits, even though they ain't the most hardest kits or the most involved gimmick kit. By the way, a gimmick is where it does something extra, like a flap opens or a mouth opens or a flare comes off the side. So the model kit came first in 1980 in Japan. The first Zoid series TV show was made in 1999 in Japan. It was called The Chaotic Century. It didn't hit the US. It premiered. It made primetime TV. You know, back in the day when we had cable TV and actually, you know, had to have our life ran by a TV because we had to actually catch shows on what time they came off. Zoomed in there a little bit so you guys can see what was going on. Give you a little bit of a better view. But anyways, yeah, when your life revolved around the TV, not when you could just sit down and click on and watch whatever you want anytime you wanted. It premiered on 2002. Actually, on February 18th, 10 days before my birthday. So, there's an early birthday present for myself in 2002, I guess. But anyways, the Chaotic Century in Japan released in 1999. And then afterwards, five series got released as far as I seen. I remember watching a video and it's saying like 7 got released in Japan. I know only 2 or 3 at the most got released in the US majorly. And that is Chaotic Century and New Century. And New Century is what I grew up watching. That's kind of what we're going to talk about a little bit today. Kind of pass this building time a little bit. Let you guys keep on watching me. And I'll give you a little bit of info about the series that goes behind this Zoid. And a little bit more behind the team. So... And also I know this is a little broken up. This is like my first video I'm doing where I want to give you guys info and I want to give you guys also my witty, funny side too. So let me know how it works. Let me know what's clicking for you guys and what's not clicking. So in 1982 was actually their initial launch by Tommy Takarama. I can't even say the word right. The pictures are in the beginning. But it was not sold under the name Zoids yet. It was Mecha Bionica. Because it was wind-up model kits. And they was precursors of the glue-free snap-together model kits we have now. So I'm guessing... there's a few parts they might have had to screw or it might have been a little bit hard to get in there. And then in 1983, they started actually offering legit motors from my information I gathered. But this is why I don't like reading, because I read that and then I watched a video saying similar thing. Okay. And then it got released in America in 1983 also, except for, and there's the head right there, and that thing's so cool. I sat there and messed with it for a second. I'm sure you've seen me. But they released it here in the US in 1983, except for when they released it, they went ahead and did this little thing called Monkey See, Monkey Do, and was watching how Transformers, just like I'm Monkey See, Monkey Do, because I literally just watched this off the video and it makes sense. But they Monkey See, Monkey Do, the Decepticons and Autobots. So they had a red faction of the mutants and a blue faction called the Guardians. Again, these were robot animals with weapons. And then, I guess again in 1983, they got smart. So they didn't have to suffer too bad. They went back to Japan and released it under the name of Zoids after seeing the success they had in the US. Okay, now let's get to New Century. New Century is a story of a partnership between a stubborn liger zero that you see me building right now. That is the liger, except for in the series he starts off white, because this liger has multiple suits of armor and weapons, and has a shield, armor. I'll show you different pictures here on the screen of the different armors he has. But it's a stubborn partnership because the Zoid itself actually has a mind of its own, and you gotta like earn its trust to get anywhere with it. So, but it is a faithful Zoid at the end of the day. And the pilot, Big Cloud, is actually a parts thief. He's a parts hijacker. He likes to, grab parts. And that's kind of what got him into Liger. There's a lot of stories where two bad apples rub together and make a good apple, and that's essentially what they did with this cartoon. And they also fight along a couple other people. They are called the Blitz team. So they fight in this world where you gotta fight for the ultimate champion or something like that. Look, it's been a really long time since I've watched this series, and I've brushed up on 10-minute brief video just because I was thinking about it, and that's about all I got time for these days, is a 15-minute, 20-minute recap video. And then my kid screaming, my other kid screaming, or my wife screaming, or I'm screaming. The wonderful joys of having 100 million things to do, and mental health is one. Kids are the other. And also my hobby, as you see. This wasn't 30 minutes like you think. This whole process probably took me about 4 hours, including the editing. The build time was about 2 hours. But anyway, so some of the team members, Brad Hunt, which he did not get to get along with Mr. Cloud very well, because Mr. Hunt seen Mr. Cloud as a thief and didn't really think he should be on the Blitz team, because to be on a Zoid team to battle, because they had Tiger team, they had the Raptor team. I mean, the main bad guy had a big old elephant for his Zoid, which here that is. And then he actually commands another video I'll be doing soon, the Command Wolf or Shadow Fox. I don't have the Shadow Fox, but the Command Wolf I have. And I'll be building it and putting it on here soon. I hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll be looking forward to it. And then you got Lena Toros, and which is funny because you think about her last name, and then I clicked on her Zoid. It's a DeBison. Tell me that ain't funny. Last name Toros, and your Zoid's a DeBison. And then she rocks his gun sniper. This is also... I'll get to that in a minute. And then you got Jamie Hamaras. Sorry if I butchered your name, buddy. And he flies the Pitros, or however you say that. The little ugly flying, I don't know, big long nose backhead thing. And the Rhinos, which is another flying thing. Both those are flying things. And then I'm guessing you got old daddy Steve Toros, which drives the snail. I mean a hover cargo. So like I said, these are like pretty much like animals. Just with, mechanized, just mechanized. And at first it was for you know, for a prize, but then some guy wanted world domination. Blitz team found out and they had to start fighting for good. The fact that I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you find it informational, because when I went to look up a video, because I'm the type, when I get a model kit, I like to look up review videos for it, especially if I get like a master grade, because you see that master grade I knocked over sitting on my tank. I already knocked it over. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I would have liked to watch a video on him, because I did not watch a video on him. I made a swap for him real fast, and I said, screw it. I'm tired of building high grades, which is medium ground, more to the easier side, depending on which high grades you get of Gundam, you know, model kits, Gunpla. So I built that master grade, and it kicked me in my butt a little bit. I felt it a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, it didn't do too bad. As you see, it's standing up. It's holding together. And boy, look at them hands move. Zoom in there a little bit, let you guys see better what's going on. Unfortunately, I did not get the whole build on here. It cut off on me with back legs. So you have to wait until the real beauty shots to see the whole thing. But I love the construction of it. I love the sturdiness of it. It was a really fun kit to put together. The most stressful that was part of it too. No, I'm just kidding. I did not have no bodily fluid actions or problems, no bodily problems while I was dealing with this model. The biggest pain in my keister or rump was the freaking recording. I can only record like maybe an hour and a half max on my phone, and then it won't record no more for me. She just poops out on me. So I'm hoping with this next one I do with the Wolf Commander, I'll be able to slide right on through. There was a lot of cool Zoids. Not really a lot of them. And now I think of them, there's maybe 5 or 6 handful of Zoids I'd like. Like the Bull Zoid, for sure. Slowed it down right here for you guys to see. Not to cut those notches. Be very careful of those notches. Elephant Zoid for sure. Triceratops Zoid for sure. What was the other one? I liked the Ligers. They was okay. And I think they even got a Bear Zoid, maybe. I'll look it up. If they do, I'll pop a picture up. But yeah, and then the legs. I like putting the legs together, because that was honestly, this whole kit was a whole hunking up. Looky there, I messed up. By the way, I should have said this way earlier in the video. Way earlier in the video. As a matter of fact, I will put this in a warning logo in the beginning. Don't do nothing you see me do, unless it's me following instructions, and then you can do it. But just be very careful in what you do. Honestly, I suggest you get you a part separator or get you a dull, thin piece of metal, but even that can still stab you and do damage at the end of the day. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could cut someone with the butter knife. You ain't going to cut them very deep, but you can cut them enough where it's going to feel them and they're going to want to punch you right in the face. And probably need stitches. So anyways, this whole kit was a hunk of plastic. And oh my God, watch this. Watch this. Watch how much oomph I had to put on this to push this into place. There it goes. Oh no, that one went on easy. There was one that was a pain in my butt. It was hard, but that one went on easy. Awesome. Now that I'm actually watching this and not reading the script or telling you guys what I wrote down earlier that I wanted to make sure got in this video. I know I shouldn't admit that, but it is what it is. Like I said, but that's not to snap the pieces, the little end pieces off of your actual kit or your part, to snip them off. But this is actually pretty rigid plastic, so it snapped clean off. Like, I had to do very little cleanup on this. There's a few pieces I had to clean up, but not very many. Most of them, like I said, snapped clean off, and I didn't have really no issue with. So, like I said, and I hope they come out with more than just these two. I'd really like to see the legit Shadow Fox. That would be nice and really cool. I definitely want the elephant, even though I know the elephant is going to be so pricey, because it'd be such a big kit. Such a big kit. Yeah, and when I like it when I get to legs most of the time on kits, because that means I'm getting close to being done. Alright, we're getting close to the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen, so let me go ahead and get the little spiel going. There's a leg for you. Thank you for watching. If you've watched this far, I should have gave you a heads up before you watch this. This is going to be a long one. This is one of my first videos. This is my first video like this where I do a build and an over talk on it and try to give you information and a little bit about the build. I could have probably focused a little bit more on the build, but it is what it is. Like I said before, we only get better the more we do it. So the Command Wolf would definitely be coming at you guys soon. And anyways, this is the Junk Corner. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoy Zoids and you're around Hobby Lobby or you're on the website, like I said, it's Tommy Takarama. I'll put the name on there again. If you see the kit, snatch it up. It's a little bit pricey, but it's worth it. I feel it's worth it. Overall, good kit. But if you guys like this, like, subscribe for more. This is my model kit side of my channel. Like I said, I like to do many different things, from jack of many trades, master of none. Considering I went to the store yesterday and I have a very hard model I got a level 5 Dodge Charger that I plan on recording and doing. And I'm determined to do it, and I'm not going to get discouraged like my 1957 Bel Air that's sitting on my shelf right now. Anyways, you guys have a good rest of your time. See ya. And let's get up and close and personal, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the side of this. I'm sure we're a little bit tired and tired of my voice and the info and a little bit of music. So let's get to the part of this review that makes it a review. Go over the build. This was completely different from my Gundam models I'm used to building, because Bandai, released with the Gundams I've built, has made it to where, has perfected it to where almost like, if you don't easily push it in, like if you got shove it in, it most likely doesn't fit there. Most likely. Far as my experience. Now, I've only been doing Gundam for about a year now, so I'm sure there's millions and bazillions of people who has other experiences, and I would love to hear about them and everything else. It's also another reason why I'm kind of going to YouTube too, is for the community. But anyways, and also to help out people that I can help out, or those who I can help out. So anyways, let's get to it. So this kit was different. It was not easy push one bit. You might see me a few times really pushing in there. And I'll probably have said this already multiple times in the video. I will try to refrain from repeating any of the reviews I said earlier in the video over again. But hey, separate times. Due to the way I had to record this and make space for me to finish recording it, so that way you guys can see the finished product. That's what I had to do, is I had to take the stuff I already recorded, it, edited it, did a rough edit, condensed it, and I was able to delete the 2 hours and 20 minutes that I had invested into this on my phone. So anyways, articulation and certain points are awesome. These little fins on his side legs, love them. I think they're cool. His head, at first I was pretty mad about it because I didn't think he could really go side to side very well. But I remembered got this little deal up here that allows his head to go like this and go really far over. So, and yeah, a little bit pricey, but if you catch them at the right time, well worth it. Definitely not. Oh yeah, I would if I had the money and I seen it for $58, because that's how much it retails for if you don't catch it on sale. I would pay the $58 if I had it. Because I'm a Zoids fan. Everybody's got their Achilles heel. And it was such a short-lived thing over here. Like, we had 3 adaptations of it to where Japan had. You'll find out. You already know. You already know. At this point, you already know, because this is one of the info things I went through. Or you wasn't paying attention. But anyways, so yeah, that's my review on it. It was it was very wonderful to build. I don't know if it's because I decided to build it after a master grade. That's what made it a little bit less complicated. Kind of wish. I mean, this is really me nitpicking. I wish the legs wasn't so rigid. But I understand why it fits tight like that. I'd rather have a tight fit than a loose fit. Just saying. And you can take that how you want it. I didn't mean it no other way, but yeah. Quality's in there. I feel like quality's good. So yeah, if you get a chance to pick up a Zoid, I seen a wolf. I read online something about a whole line coming out. So if there's a whole line coming out, I want more. Hopefully be.
Thank you for coming by the Junk Corner and wasting your time with us and seeing what kind of hobbies we get in today. If you like it, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell.